Every single day, your world is filled with a constant backdrop of familiar household noises. Yet almost everything you think you know about where these ordinary sounds come from is dead wrong. We are ranking 8 everyday sounds by how completely you misunderstand their real physical origins. Number 1 reaches you through your own skull, making your own voice an acoustic optical illusion. Number 8, a kettle before it boils. As water heats up in a kettle, the sound grows into an intense, roaring rumble. Then, right before the water reaches a full rolling boil, the kettle suddenly goes quiet. Most people assume the roar is the boiling itself, but that logic is completely backwards. Tiny vapor bubbles form at the scorching hot metal base and rise into cooler water above. Before reaching the surface, these fragile bubbles violently collapse in the cooler water layers. Thousands of these microscopic implosions happen every second, creating that characteristic loud roar. Once the entire water column reaches boiling point, the rising bubbles finally survive the trip. They break gently at the top surface, which causes the sudden, counterintuitive drop in volume. The sudden quiet isn't a warm-up phase, it is the physical signal that boiling is complete. Number 7, a fire crackling. Sitting near a fireplace, we naturally attribute the comforting popping noises directly to the dancing flames. In reality, fire itself is almost silent. Flames rushing through air make only a faint whisper. The distinct snapping sound actually comes from pockets of trapped moisture and sap deep inside wood. As heat penetrates the log, trapped water rapidly boils and turns into high-pressure steam. The steam expands faster than the rigid plant fiber can stretch, causing the wood cell walls to burst. Every sharp crackle is literally a mini structural explosion happening inside the burning timber. Thoroughly dried timber burns nearly in silence, while damp wood pops violently and throws sparks. What we perceive as a peaceful ambient atmosphere is actually thousands of violent miniature steam explosions. Number 6, a squeaking floorboard. Stepping onto an old floorboard usually leads us to think the sound is wood bending under weight. Wood flexing or bending is completely silent on its own. Sound requires sudden mechanical friction. The squeak stems from a metal nail rubbing inside wood, or 2 board edges grinding together. These surfaces do not slide smoothly. They grip, hold, and suddenly release dozens of times per second. This rapid stick-and-slip action converts slow footstep movement into high-frequency acoustic vibrations. It is the exact physical mechanism behind a violin bow drawing across a bowstring. A violin bow catches and releases a string hundreds of times a second to create music. Your hallway floorboard is essentially performing the exact same acoustic physics as a violin, just poorly. Number 5, your stomach rumbling. Everyone interprets an audible stomach gurgle as a direct message that it is time to eat. In reality, your digestive tract is constantly pushing gas and liquid fluid along its length. This muscular squeezing process, called peristalsis, happens continuously, whether your digestive system is full or empty. The process only becomes loud when you are hungry, because there is no food present to muffle it. Solid food acts like acoustic insulation, absorbing internal sound vibrations before they can escape outward. An empty digestive tract is simply a set of hollow tubes carrying sloshing liquids and moving air pockets. Your body isn't creating a special hunger noise, it's just the exact same background activity with padding removed. Number 4, thunder. The explosive sound of thunder is widely described as clouds colliding or smashing together during heavy storms. In reality, clouds colliding produces zero noise. Thunder is caused entirely by superheated, expanding atmospheric air. A single bolt of lightning heats surrounding air instantly to temperatures far hotter than the sun's surface. Air that hot expands faster than the speed of sound, creating a dramatic atmospheric shock wave. The long, rolling rumble happens because a single lightning channel can stretch across several miles of sky. Every segment of the bolt cracks simultaneously, but sound from distant sections takes longer to reach your ears. A close strike produces a sharp crack, while a distant strike rolls for seconds due to simple geometry. Number 3, the fridge at 3 a.m. Late at night, your kitchen refrigerator seems to hum with an unnaturally loud and intrusive intensity. You might assume the appliance runs harder or switches into a high-power cycle during the night. In reality, the motor produces the exact same decibel level during the night as it does all day long. The surrounding ambient environment changes radically after midnight, removing traffic and background noise. With daylight traffic and household chatter gone, your brain automatically turns up its internal auditory gain. When you lie awake in bed, focusing on the hum makes your brain amplify it further. The sound didn't get louder. Your environment got quiet, and your mind brought it to the foreground. Number 2. Knuckles cracking. Generations of children were taught that cracking knuckles is the sound of fluid bubbles popping inside joints. Advanced medical imaging of live joint movement reveals that this popular explanation is completely wrong. The distinct pop actually occurs at the exact instant a gas cavity rapidly forms inside fluid. Pulling the joint stretches the capsule, causing pressure within synovial fluid to drop abruptly. This sudden pressure drop forces dissolved gas out of solution, instantly opening a micro void. This explains why you cannot crack the same knuckle twice in a row immediately afterward. The newly formed gas cavity requires 20 minutes to redissolve back into joint fluid completely. The noise is the creation of a void, not its collapse. Number 1. Your own voice on a recording. Hearing your voice played back on a recording is an almost universally cringe-inducing experience. It sounds unnaturally high, surprisingly thin, and unmistakably wrong compared to what you expect. When you speak normally, sound waves travel to your ears via 2 entirely separate pathways. First, sound travels through external air, entering your outer ear canal just like every other external noise. Second, mechanical vibrations travel internally through your skull bones directly into your inner ear. Dense facial bone conducts low bass frequencies far better and more efficiently than open air. This internal bone pathway adds artificial richness and depth that exists exclusively inside your own head. Microphone recordings aren't distorting your voice, they show how you actually sound to everyone else. The voice in your head is a personal illusion that nobody else on earth has ever heard. Which sound on this list surprised you the most? And what everyday noise should we break down next? If you enjoyed learning the hidden science behind daily life, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives.